class.
Suzy, I've been meaning to talk to you. What was that about? Something tragic.
Tragic?
Maybe something about your cat.
Fluffykins?
Yes, that may have been it. I'm sorry, honey, but he passed away today.
Oh no, how?
He was in the backseat of your mother's car when it exploded this morning.
What?
Oh, that's what I was supposed to tell you about. Your mother also died today, honey. Sad.
I'll be in my room for a while.
Actually, the car was in your room when it exploded, so most of your belongings fell victim to the horrifyingly strong Chevy flames.
What? Well, why was the car in my room?
A little dare between the neighbor and I. Needless to say, he won. Now get upstairs and wash up for an dinner. You know how your mother hates dirty hands at the table.
Oh.
My bad.
Why does everything bad happen to me? The second richest man in the world, Bill Gates, once said, "Life is not fair. Get used to it." Little Suzy sues God for all he's worth, by Brandon Daly. God, why must you curse me with such an awful life? I'd do anything to get back a normal existence. Did someone say, sell my soul? No. Oh, well maybe I can still be of service to you. The name is Jonathan Blister Twister, underworld attorney at law. I do civil law, commercial law, copyright law, tax law, real estate law, prosecutions, persecutions, domestic disputes, international disputes, intellectual disputes, unintellectual property law, and the worst of all types law, family law. What? Here, maybe my car will make you better understand. Jonathan Blister Twister, underworld attorney at law, civil law, commercial law, copyright law, tax law. That's enough, little Suzy. Underworld attorney, like from hell? That's right, and I'm here to represent you. So you are an evil tool from the hands of Satan? Most lawyers are. From the hands of Satan? No, evil tools. Listen, Suzy, I have the opportunity of an eternity for you. Here, please have a seat and listen to my short presentation. I don't know, it's almost dinner time. I said have a seat, little girl. Okay. Okay, Suzy, this is you. That's a boy. And this is God. This is God consistently pooping on you for 8 straight years of your life. Really? Really? Don't believe me? Think about it, Suzy. Do you remember this? First grade, all you wanted was a boyfriend, but all of the good men were taken. So the only one you had as an option was Rusty Blomquist. Hi, Suzy. Hey, Rusty.
If the stars in the sky made of love, my heart would have enough celestial bodies of gas to light the entire ocean.
I don't think that makes any sense.
If you think my flirting abilities are impressive, wait until you see me naked.
How unfortunate for poor little Suzy, and only for God to sit in heaven drinking a martini comprised of your crushed aspirations and forgotten desires. Yeah, well, why was I the only girl without a boyfriend? And do you remember this? First day of 2nd grade when the teacher realized there were 2 Suzys in class.
Oh my! It appears we have 2 Suzys in class. Well, you.
Me?
Yes, we'll call you Suzy, and we'll call you Attractive Suzy.
Teehee. And even Attractive Suzy, categorized as mediocre by most, found herself with many friends, while you found yourself stuck to converse with a sole companion.
Hi, Suzy.
Hey, Rusty.
Want to come over my house and count on my medicines? The numbers are always changing. Kind of like my stepfather.
That was the worst year ever, Mr. Blister Twister. It didn't have to be, all because God threw unnecessary bombs over the balcony. Well, Suzy, I feel you've been blown up more than future Rusty's sex doll, named in your liking, might I add. That's an unsettling picture. Well, have I made my point, little Suzy? Well, what supposed to do? So God keeps number 2ing on me. Am I supposed to sue him or something?
That's right. The Lord of the Underworld just sent me, the greatest lawyer of all existence, to help you get even.
Sounds iffy.
All we ask from you is agreement. No soul swiping, no nothing. And the benefits will be stupendous. Out of this world, out of this reality, in fact, for you. And we'll attempt to sue God for all he's worth. Split down the middle. 49% for you, 51% for the underworld.
49% of everything owned by God. And I get to keep my soul?
Hypothetically speaking, yes.
Okay, I'm in.
Beautiful. The court of the afterlife awaits us.
Young girl, little Suzy, and her demonic lawyer friend, are suing long-time yoga enthusiast God on charges of metaphorically defecating on the plaintiff. God claims these charges are unfounded because, quote, that girl be straight trippin' on tonight's episode of Judge Snooty. All rise for the Honorable and Emmy-nominated Judge Snooty, case number 666, Little Suzy versus God.
Thank you, bailiff. Okay, let's have a seat and let's speed through this thing. Okay, Suzy says here that you feel as though life is unfair and that God does not take into consideration your emotional status. Is that correct? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, what's that with you, God?
For sure!
What could possibly be your motivation to strike down so hard on one person's life?
Well, Your Honor, I'd like to point out that I work in mad, mysterious ways that are so difficult to understand that you'd probably have difficulties understanding them.
In response, Miss Little Suzy, I'd just like to say that I love your show and own all of the box sets. I think I've heard enough. Any closing arguments, Mr. God?
Wait, don't jump to no conclusions too quickly. You gotta understand that the fun of a person's life can't exist without the anti-fun.
Objection!
Mr. Blister Twister, that is far too silly of a name for me to accept any assertions from you as valid. Miss Little Suzy, who's this witness you brought with you today? His name is Rusty Blomquist. Mr. Blomquist, stand up.
I thought you never asked, beautiful. You know I like my women like I like my wine. Old and directly influential in motor vehicle collision cases.
Mr. Blomquist, sit down.
Rusty came, can't get and made him huge.
The inclusion of Rusty in my life has been cruel, unnecessary, and directly responsible for why I can't eat onion rings anymore.
Understandable. Oh, what the forbidden fruit? That's a bunch of tomfoolery. He's just a nice boy who needs a hug.
God, you will speak when spoken to.
What ifs?
I find in favor of the plaintiff the amount of, quote, all God is worth. Congratulations, Suzy.
What the hell?
What's wrong?
I don't understand why the entire existence of life has disintegrated into the blackness of hell.
What? You never said that happened if we won.
Well, of course it would, Suzy, but I'm afraid there is a flaw in Mr. Blister's plan. For my worth is only that of the lives I give to people. So if you feel as though your life isn't worth anything, then I am transitively not worth anything.
Wow. I never thought of it like that.
Oh my God, that's so cheesy. This is so unfair.
Sometimes life isn't fair, Mr. Blister Twister. So, now what happens?
Well, I guess I'll do the clapping thing. Get you back to your house. Buy a new cat for your troubles.
Really?
No!
Suzy! Oh, thank God you've come to. Forgot to mention that our upstairs asleep with carbon monoxide due to your mother's car. Even flatline for a minute there.
I was dead?
Sure were, honey. Now, come on. Dinner's getting colder than your mother.
Hey, Dad?
Yeah, honey?
I feel bad about Mom, but I figured things could be worse. And life may be rough, but I'm going to try to make the best of it. I only got one, you know.
You sound higher than a boat from these dreams right now. Come on, dinner will sober you up a little bit. Plus, I invited your friend Rusty over since we don't have that garbage disposal of a mother of yours sucking down all the ramen.
Nice try, God, but you can't poop on me today.
I came close to death. Now, let's see if I can finally come close to living. My little girl, so high.